Welcome back to Operation Lone Ranger, Global War 1936, Kaiser Khan here. And this time we're doing turn 8 for Nationalist Spain and Germany. In the last turn when we did the Vichy creation setup, I think I forgot to mention that in southern France, Vichy does get 3 infantry, 1 artillery, and a fighter. So I think I glazed over that, but off video I put it on there, so we should be good to go for them. All right, let's get into Nationalist Spain. I don't suspect there's a whole lot we're going to do here, kind of the status quo. The Republicans now have 3 artillery. In Catalonia, we have 4 artillery. They still, I think we outnumber them by maybe 1 unit or so. But, yeah, I'm tempted to try at least 1 round of combat just to kind of see how it goes, but I don't know. I'm kind of feeling that any attack, we're just throwing units away. So maybe we can rely on the Germans to send us Lend-Lease, but Germany's kind of in a bind themselves. They've got a lot of units to replace from the casualties that they suffered on the invasion of France and Poland. So I don't think we'll just kind of hang tight. Let's do our recruitment roll, and that will be at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will be at a 7. All right, we do hit our recruitment roll, so that's good at least. So let's get out an infantry. And that infantry will go into Eastern Andalusia. Okay, on to Germany. So we have 4 tech rolls. We are going to try and complete improved factories and jet fighters. Man, if we can get jet fighters and it's the beginning of 1940, that'd be pretty sick. So let's go for definitely improved factories and jet fighters. Also, let's go for radar and long-range aircraft. So we have a radar at a 7. We have improved factories that are also at a 7. We have jet fighters that will be at an 8. And then we have long-range aircraft that will also be at an 8. All right, those are the colors. And let's roll them. We hit every single one. Wow. 4 out of 4. Dang. I don't know if I've ever done that in this game. Hit all techs in 1 round. Jeez. All right, so radar goes up to stage 3. We complete improved factories. We complete jet fighters. And we move long-range aircraft up to stage 3. Oh, man. That is fantastic luck. All right, so I know what I'm going to be purchasing this round. Let's get out the Germany box. All right, so we definitely need more tanks. I mean, that's like a German mainstay, right? I think I am going to Lend-Lease a medium armor for 6 to the Nationalist Spanish. So let's get a armor sculpt out for Spain. Now, yes. I think this sculpt could be either light armor or medium armor. Actually, no, I do have light armor sculpts for Spain, and I have medium armor. Excellent. All right, so this is the medium armor sculpt. It's a Panzer III. All right, so we'll put that in there for Spain. Let's get 2 jet fighters. Or maybe we should just get 1. Maybe we shouldn't go too crazy yet. I gotta look at how much they cost. Let's see, jet fighters. Jet fighters cost 12. Yeah, let's just get one jet fighter for 12. So one jet fighter for 12. Now, keep in mind, we do have the, I think it was 10 IPP that we got from capturing France. So that the French had in their bank. All right, I got these cool Messerschmitt 262 sculpts that my brother-in-law made for me with his 3D printer. So pretty sweet. And basically you can just find the files online. I mean, they don't have, you can't find every single sculpt for every kind of unit that you need. But, you know, they do have they do have a good number of them. So, like, you can find Tiger tanks pretty easy. Messerschmitt 262s. I'm sure the 109 fighter is pretty easy to find. The Heinkel 111, you know, medium bomber. All right, so we do that. Let's purchase 4 medium tanks. That's going to cost us 24. Or do we not want to do that much? Maybe we just do 2 tanks. 2 medium tanks for 12. And we'll go with the Panzer IV sculpts. All right. And then we want some mechanized units too. Let's finish construction of this battleship. I think, let's see, what is that going to cost? 6. Okay, that's what I was thinking. It was going to be 6. All right, so 6 for construction of the battleship. That's another thing too. We got to think about our Navy and kind of what we want to do there. I could probably use a heavy cruiser. That reminds me, for the Vichy French, let's finish this heavy cruiser here. That's going to cost, I think, 5. Yeah, 5 for that. So we can purchase units for Vichy. So we'll move that up into the place units box. And we also have to remember that we do Vichy's turn during our turn too. So we can't forget them, because I do want to move that submarine and that battleship. I want to move it down to join the Italian fleet. Otherwise, the British are just going to annihilate us. So, unless if we stay in port, of course. But, I mean, they can send in airplanes and they can port strike our ships. So, we don't want that either. Or at least they can the battleship. I don't think they can sink the submarine, I don't think. Not in port. Well, the submarine technically isn't in port. The submarine can't go in port. The submarine can only go in port if there's a submarine base there. So, which there isn't. So technically the submarine's not in port. Okay, what else do we want? We want to cover our coast with militia so that we can start building the Atlantic Wall. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 militia. That's going to cost us 12 IPP. So we'll get all of those guys out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. All right. Let's see, how much do we have left? Not much. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 13 left to spend. Do we want to go Navy or more troops? I'm thinking we go thinking we go 3 mechanized is what I'm thinking. Yeah, mechanized cost 4. Let's go with 4. No, they cost 4. We can go with 3. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, yeah. So 12 IPP, we get 3 mechanized. All right, so let's get 3 mechanized out. Alrighty. I do think that will be it for our purchases. Let's go to combat movement. So we are going to invade the Netherlands, and we're also going to launch an invasion of Norway. So let's move all of our troops into the Netherlands. We'll also... these guys don't have enough combat movement. They only have a movement of 2, and so they can only reach to Belgium, so they won't be able to help us out any. We are going to send in all of our planes to... And all of these planes will have... Well, let me think here. The planes coming from Bavaria will have 2 movement left. Well, they'll have 3 movement left, and then the planes from Eastern Germany will have 2 movement left. So that's... Well, the medium bomber will have more than that. He'll have like 4. Okay. We are going to... Unfortunately, I don't think we have the power to be able to take on both the Dutch and the Norwegian fleet. So we're just going to focus on the Norwegian fleet. We're going to bring this coastal defense ship up to attack an A-10 along with this light cruiser, this destroyer, and the torpedo boat destroyer. Meanwhile, we're going to have 1 transport. Let me think how I want to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we need to wipe these guys out before we can send these troops through, because we want to pick up these Marines and take them up 1, 2, 3, 4 into northern Norway. But we can't really do that until we clear the way here. Three, 4, 5. Yeah, let's send this bomber up to southern Norway, and then we're going to have a airborne deal with him. And I think I had a fighter in Eastern Germany as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's not going to be able to make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can only really send this guy in, and then we're going to send another air transport, and we're going to try and use a airborne to take him out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he'll go back to Denmark. And then this guy will just go back to Western Germany. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the airfield gives them an extra movement. So they have 7 total. All right. And then These Marines will come up here to northern Norway and try to take that out if we win this naval battle. Okay, let's get these guys on the board. So unfortunately, those Dutch ships are going to become British because we just don't have the forces to be able to take them on. All right, so they have a coastal defense ship, and this, I believe, is a torpedo boat destroyer, but I'm going to confirm here in the setup to make sure that that's what that is, because I don't remember. Norway. Yes, it is a torpedo boat destroyer. Okay. And then we have coastal defense ship. We have a light cruiser. And we have a torpedo boat destroyer and a destroyer. Okay. Light cruiser, we'll roll him first. He's at a 5. He gets a hit. We have coastal defense ship and a destroyer, both at a 4. Both misses at a 5. Wow. And then we have a torpedo boat destroyer at a 2. And that's a miss as well. So we only get 1 hit out of that. He gets a defense, coastal defense ship, defends at a 6. He gets a hit, figures. And then torpedo boat destroyer at a 2. And that's a miss. Okay, so 1 for 1. Both countries will lose their torpedo boat destroyers. And we'll go for round 2. Light cruiser at a 5. Miss. And then we have 2 at a 4. And we get our hit. Thank goodness. And he gets defense at a 6. And whew, he misses. Whew. Lucky, lucky. All right. So we wipe out the Norwegian fleet. Our transports can move on through. Our fleet is left in A10. Let's go ahead and resolve northern Norway. So we have 2 Marines, and he has 1 militia. So our 2 Marines, and here's the bad thing, it's mountain terrain. So, and if he hits, we suffer, no, Marines don't suffer double casualty. Never mind. All right, so we have 2 Marines at a 1. Miss. And then he has a militia at a 2. Miss. All right, so we're just going to do both red die will be at a 1 and the black die will be at a 2. Oh, he gets a hit. Dang it. Oh, man. And all of a sudden now the odds are not in my favor. All right, let's see if we can get lucky here. He's at a 2, I'm at a 1. And he hits a 2. So that Marine landing attempt failed miserably. Okay. So we're going to have to think of something else next turn. Let's try for southern... Yeah, let's try for southern Norway. We have... Oh, he got a hit, so we would have lost double casualty. No, it's the Marines. Never mind. I thought... I'm getting confused here. Okay, so we have an airborne, right? And the airborne gets boosted to a 3 on the first round. However, we are attacking in the mountains. So we are at a 2, and then the next turn we're going to be at a 1. We really need our medium bomber to hit here. So medium bomber's at a 7. And he misses. And then we have our airborne at a 2. And he misses. Even if he'd gotten a 3. Doesn't matter. Because I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I think airborne, I don't know if the terrain plays a factor in the initial airborne assault. Either way, the next turn he would have been at a 1. So, all right, so he gets a defense at a 4. And he misses, thankfully. All right, so we get a medium bomber at a 7. And miss. And then we get a airborne at a 1. Oh, man. And he gets a defense at a 4. He misses. Okay. So medium bomber. Man, good Lord. And then at a 1, miss. At a 4. And he gets a hit. So we fail that too. All right. So another disaster for the Germans. So this air transport will go back. This medium bomber is going to go into... where do we want to put him? Let's just put him in Western Germany for now. All right, so they defend against Southern Norway. Let's see if our other airborne assault can do anything. We have an infantry that's going to be at a 2 and a militia that's defending at a 2. So both at 2. Oh, and we get them. All right, so our airborne assault in... Can't even pronounce that. Trøndelag, central Norway, actually succeeds. And then our air transport will go back to Western Germany. So let's get a round off for that. It's not worth anything. We do have a foothold into Norway, but we're going to have to come up with something to... We're going to have to come up with something to figure out how to conquer the rest of Norway next turn. Now, you may notice that Norway had a coastal defense artillery here. Now, that's only... Coastal defense artillery only defends, like, let's say, you're launching a maritime invasion. So like if my Marines were launching an invasion here instead, then this coastal defense artillery would get to defend against that amphibious assault. Okay. I do believe also that and it would defend against these ships as well if they were participating in an amphibious assault. But coastal artillery does not defend against just regular naval combat in a sea zone. It has to be a naval invasion. Okay. And I think it kind of behaves like anti-aircraft artillery, where I think they get a shot. They get 1 shot on per ship up to 3 ships. So they can get up to 3 shots. Okay. Now let's do the attack onto the Netherlands. Let's get it on the battle board because right now it's kind of confusing. So we have all of these guys. We're really going to rely upon our Air Force here to kind of get us through this because well, if this attack here is a failure, then we're in deep doo-doo. Okay. Is there any river crossing? No. Okay. We do have mechanized, which is nice. Although they don't get boosted by that artillery, which kind of sucks. Medium armor, we have 3 fighters. Tactical at a 7. Medium armor. Okay. We get an artillery first strike. That's going to be at a 3. That's a miss. We have a tactical bomber at a 7 with a target select at a 3. Ooh, we get target select. Nice. We can choose. I'll put it target select at the top here. We have 3 fighters and a medium armor all at a 6. That is 3 hits. Fantastic. Okay, and then we have 2 mechanized at a 3. And we get 1 hit. Okay, so I think that's all the hits we needed anyway. They only have 4 units. All right, so that renders the target select meaningless since we got all the hits that we needed. Okay, so they have 3 defending at a 4. They're infantry. All misses. And then they have 1 militia at a 2. Ooh, and the militia came the closest to actually hitting. But he all misses, and the Germans needed that to not suffer any casualties, because they've suffered enough casualties as it is. All right, so we take the Netherlands. That's worth 2 IPP. So let's adjust the board for that. Up to 47. All right. So we got to change those ships over to British. Technically, these units would become British as well. The Far East Command would take control of all this territory because they are at war with a major power now. And a minor power will align with the closest major power. So in this case, it would be Britain. So, but the Japanese are going to attack before the Commonwealth turn. So we're just going to leave the Dutch units on there and not go to the trouble. Now, if the Japanese aren't fully successful in taking all of this, then whatever is left over, we will replace it with the British counterparts. But we will go ahead and replace this torpedo boat destroyer and this coastal defense ship out for the British counterparts. Okay, let's see. So let's see, where's my torpedo boat destroyer? There, and coastal defense ship. And instead of it being on the Netherlands coast, I mean, it's still in the same sea zone, but we're just going to put it there off London. Okay. That way, because they're not painted, I haven't spray painted them yet, so that way we know, hey, they're British. Okay. What else do we have to do? I think that's all the combat. Let's go for some non-combat now. Let's bring in... We're going to take this battleship out of port, and he's going to move... Oh, man, if he moves 2 in the Ionian Sea, it's not going to be enough. Well, he can go 3, starting from a major facility. So he will join the fleet here in Italy, as will this submarine. No? Where do we want this sub to go? Because we want him to join in on the raiding fun. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Yes. I think I know what I want to do. So these submarines are going to come down 1 to A46. These guys are going to come off raiding duty, but they're going to raid here. I mean, this line's only worth 3, but I'd rather have my forces. Or is that not the best thing to do? Let me rethink this. So he can bring his fleet down here, 1, 2, 3. I can slip through. I think what I'm going to do instead, I think what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to see if I can, if that's a legal move to slip underneath those guys. Yeah, it would be under combat move rules. Yes, if moving submarines in a sea zone containing enemy ships without aircraft on map, the submarines may ignore the ships and continue moving. Or they can elect to engage. So they don't have any aircraft on map, so we can just slip right through them. And that is what we are going to do. We're going to move 3, and then all of these guys will go on to raiding duty. These, we're going to bring these guys for, oh man, that's not good. All of these guys will be on raiding duty. And this line is worth 6. Okay. And I got to think about what to do with these guys, because these guys will have a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd like to get out of their range, but I almost would prefer 1, 2, 3 and go raiding down here, even though they have some guys on map, but that's out of range of them, so they can't get to me. So let's do that. They will get +1 to their die roll. Well, they'll get +2 because they have 2 convoy escorts. All right, so let's roll out some convoy rating here. All right, we have 3 submarines in M8. And so we have, let's see, we don't have radar yet. Okay, so yeah, we only get +2 for our bonus per submarine. And he doesn't get any bonus. Oh man, well that's a failure, nothing. All right, let's do the second submarine. Okay, we get a damage of 2. And then the third one, we get another damage of 2. So total of 4. So not too bad. So we'll put 4 on that line. And then down here, we have a submarine +2, but he has 2 defenders, so that gives him +2. So it's just whatever the face value is, that's what we get. And we don't get anything. And it's the same thing for the battle cruiser. Ah, nothing there either. All right. Well, his convoy escort saved him. I mean, that's... Oh, but I mean, that was good positioning by the British, because if... I did not want to be in a situation where I'm convoy raiding down here in the Gulf of Guinea or just south of here, and then be in range of his fleet that can come in and attack me, because you know they're going to want to take out my battle cruiser. So I think this way, 1, 2, 3. I mean, well, this fleet can come in. I mean, he's probably going to bring this fleet down and attack me anyway. So I think either way, those guys are probably screwed. But I don't know. We'll see. Okay, non-combat movement. We are going to bring... Does he have airborne? He does. We don't want to leave Paris wide open. Let's bring bring these 2 guys into Normandy along with 2 armor. 2 medium armor. And then 1 of the medium armor will stay back in Paris. And I think that's really going to be... Oh, we got units up here. We're going to bring an infantry into Bessarabia. These other guys will... We're going to rail 2 infantry up to Warsaw. This other guy will come up to Slovakia. This guy will come up 1-2 to Donezlaske. And then this fighter, we're going to bring him to Berlin. The British don't have any strategic bombers yet, but they might start purchasing them. So let's get our fighters in position to defend our factories. And we're not going to be at war with the Russians for a little bit yet, so we should be good there. Okay. Let's go and place some units. I think that's going to be all. Yeah, our battle cruiser is screwed, I think. That sucks. Let's place some units. Man, it's so cool we got jet fighters. Like, it's the earliest I think I've ever gotten them. All right, what's this guy? Oh, that's a Fallschirmjäger. That's a airborne dude. Okay. So we will put 1 militia into Belgium. We're basically just going to line the coast here so that it's defended. 1 in Picardy. 1 goes into Aquitaine. 1 goes into Normandy. 1 goes into Denmark. And then this other one, we'll put him in... yeah, we'll put him into Paris. We can't put anything in the Netherlands yet. But we are, because we have a unit in every single one of these territories, we can place start beginning construction on the Atlantic Wall. So we will place a pillbox fortification here facing the coast of Western Germany. All right. We still got some more units to place. And then we can't forget our Lend-Lease. All right. So the Lend-Lease will... Oh, man. Yikes. Well, this might get interdicted. Shoot. Forgot about that. The British will probably interdict this. Let's put this on hold for now. This heavy cruiser will get constructed and go in port in southern France. We have a couple of mechanized. One will go into Warsaw. The other two will go into Eastern Germany. Medium armor will go into two medium armor will go into Eastern Germany. Battleship will be constructed in Eastern Germany as well. And then this jet fighter will be produced in Berlin. Or do we want to make... no, let's put him in Western Germany. Okay. Now we got to figure out this guy, because I know the British, they're on this sea zone that's... Oh, man, that could raid this. We could bring it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to avoid these British ships here so that they can't interdict. We're going to come, and we do, because of the Condor Legion, we have 6. We have +1 supply range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not going to work. Hold on. Let me look up interdiction. There's blockade. It's probably under combat phase, if I had to guess. Convoy rating. Let's see here. Maybe it's under non-combat naval. In port, place units. Lend-Lease delivery. Interdiction. If the route passes through a sea zone with interdicting units, the Lend-Lease may possibly be eliminated. Refer to 12.5. Interdiction. So supply paths can be interdicted if they pass through a sea zone that contains either a non-submerged submarine, a battle cruiser designed as a raider, or an aircraft on map. Oh, okay. So they don't have any of that. They can also be interdicted from a coastal artillery. Yeah, so they don't have a battle cruiser. They have a battle cruiser, but he's not designated as a raider. So, and they don't have any submarines. So yeah, we're just going to send him on through, and he will go and land there in Galicia and Lyon. All right. That was a mistake by the British. They should have put that battle cruiser on raiding stance. Okay. I think that's all the units to place. Let's go ahead and... we did our recruitment roll. Let's go ahead and place... or go ahead and collect some income, rather. And I think we can call it a turn. All right, so base is 47. We get +5 for Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. That puts us up to 52. And then we get 6 more. Romania and Sweden is neutral. So Sweden has to be either neutral or in our possession. Unfortunately, we failed miserably in Norway, so we don't get anything for that. So 52 plus 6, we get 58 for next turn. 30, 40, 50. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Actually gives us 59 for next turn because we had 1 left over. Okay, guys, that'll be it for the Germans. Next up will be the Comintern, and hope you take care, and I will see you in the next video. See you later. Bye.